Hello friends, welcome back to Technique. In this video, we'll be doing the detailed review of the new POCO F7. So it's almost a month now since POCO has launched. In fact, it's coming close to a month, but we have been using this device for almost a month, or in fact slightly above a month, because we got the device a couple of weeks before the launch. So this is our in-depth review of the device after using for around 30 days. So it's a 30-day review of the POCO F7. So what are the good about this POCO F7? What is not so good about this device? We'll cover everything in this in-depth review. Now for the pricing part, the POCO F7 retails at 31,999, and with card offers you can get for around 29,999. So with 29,999 you can get the Snapdragon 8s Gen 4 and great hardware experience. But is it really good in terms of overall experience? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. So before getting into the video, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's start the detailed review of the POCO F7. So starting off with the design and build quality. Now one thing what has changed with respect to POCO F6 is the design and build quality. Now build quality, there's a drastic difference. You could see that the POCO F6 was completely plastic build. Now here you get a completely metal chassis sandwiched between glass. You can see back panel is glass, front is glass, and you have a metal chassis. That makes it huge upgrade in terms of the build quality, fit and finish. And you also get IP68 and IP69. That's something which is really good considering that this is a completely premium build, and you get this glass finishing. The camera layout is nice. There are some additional tweaks, especially the silver color, which is available on the POCO F7, gives it some additional design languages. But even the black variant also looks good. It's kind of a dual color finishing, and you have the POCO branding and the dual camera. There is also a pattern across the dual camera, works very well. And the thickness is slightly below the 8mm thickness and 222 grams. So from plastic to metal and glass, definitely the weight has increased. Now it's 222 grams. So it is definitely on the higher side. The weight is actually higher, but then the weight distribution is very good. So you don't feel that weight actually, even though it has 222 grams. You don't feel that weight, but it is definitely heavy. And also it's slightly bulkier with the 6.83 inches larger display. Now coming to the build quality, that's one area where I'm pretty much impressed. It's a really good build quality, fit and finish, and IP69 and 68 rating gives it a really nice feel as well. So the design language, I personally like this. So what do you guys think about this panel, back panel design? Personally, I liked it, and it's kind of refreshing change from the POCO's F6. Now front panel design also looks very good actually. In fact, the bezels are kind of very minimal and looks very neat as well. So overall design and build quality, fit and finish has been vastly improved when you compare with the POCO F6. And also if you look at the competition in this price segment, a lot of devices still have the plastic build and polycarbonate back panel. In that you get a standout design and great finish altogether. Next, let's talk about the display. Now you get a 6.83 inches AMOLED display. It's a 1.5K AMOLED display, 100% DCI-P3 color gamut. You get a really good experience, 3800 nits of peak brightness, and it's 1.5K resolution with 120 Hz refresh rate. And there is also 3860 Hz PWM dimming. That also makes the device very good in terms of experience in lower light. So there is good PWM dimming, and 100% DCI color gamut means the colors are rich and wide, and overall quality definitely looks good. The brightness levels and outdoor visibility also looks good. So I don't personally feel any sort of issues, but then maybe competitive devices have higher brightness levels as well, but I don't see any major issues in the display. The overall quality of the display looks very good, and even the multimedia experience on the display is also really nice. Next, let's talk about the software. Now this device comes with HyperOS. Now that's the OS which powers Xiaomi, Redmi and POCO devices. Now HyperOS 2.0, this is the one which is powering this. You get 4 years of Android updates plus 6 years of security patches. 4 plus 6 is what POCO is offering. That's definitely impressive, because some devices in this price segment offer just 3 plus 5. So here, or rather 3 plus 4. Now here 4 plus 6 is something which is really impressive. POCO has done a commendable job. Now talking about the software experience, it's very very smooth actually. You hardly feel any sort of hiccups and issues. The overall experience is good. There is plenty of customization options available, and then you get the regular set of options, customization, and the overall experience of using the HyperOS is good. The animations are really fast and fluid. Although there are a few bloatwares included, you can just clean up the UI using just by uninstalling. The bloatwares are definitely there, but you can easily clean up. Now, apart from that, you also get plenty of AI tools included, so that makes the experience good. There are some AI tools included in the HyperOS, so that makes the experience even better. So overall, I would say software is polished, good. There are absolutely no hiccups or bugs in the UI, and it's very smooth, and animations are also really nicely done. Next, let's talk about the performance. Now, this is where the Poco F7 shines. Qualcomm Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 with 12GB RAM. Now the base variant is 12GB, and you get LPDDR5X RAM, UFS 4.1 storage. So that makes the device really impressive in terms of hardware experience. And on top of that, you get 6000 mm² vapor chamber cooling. So that also improves the heat dissipation as well. Now in terms of raw performance, you can actually see the synthetic benchmark score. You can see that it has crossed more than 20 lakh, or 2 million is the score. About 2 million is the score we have got. Very impressive score. Even the storage test also we got over 2.5 lakh, which is again impressive. So in terms of performance, this is a powerhouse, actually literally a powerhouse. You get the best hardware you can get in this price segment. The Qualcomm's 8 Gen series chips are really powerful, almost as good as the flagship. So 8s Gen 4 really performs well, and you get really great hardware experience as well. Now the gaming experience is also superb on this device, but then when you play extensive game for almost like 1.5 hours, it does get warm, and the vapor chamber cooling does effectively cool down, but you do feel that heat when you are playing for more than 1 hour or 1.5 hours continuously. You feel that heat, but then this device is meant for that. Actually, it's a powerhouse, so obviously you would game, and with our extensive gaming, like more than an hour, 1.5 hours of gaming, you definitely feel that heat on the back panel. But then I don't see it as a major issue as such. Now it comes with in-display fingerprint scanner, and the performance is good. You get a pretty good call experience. We tried with Jio and Vodafone and even Airtel 5G, so absolutely no issues, and the call quality is definitely good. No issues with the signal strength as well. So overall, I would say in terms of performance, it's a really powerhouse, and absolutely no issues whatsoever. Next, let's talk about the cameras. Now this is a dual camera setup, 50 plus 8 megapixel. Now Poco F6, when it was launched, it was not a camera centric device. It was a powerhouse. You can actually say the same thing about the Poco F7 as well. Now the cameras are improved. You get a 50 megapixel Sony IMX882 sensor, f1.5 aperture, which is pretty good. Optical image stabilization is there. Electronic image stabilization is also there. You get an 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 20 megapixel selfie camera included. Now if you look at the camera samples, one thing what you notice is that it has definitely improved over the Poco F6. Great quality in terms of the primary shooter. There is good colors, good sharpness, there is good dynamic range as well, and overall experience feels quite good. The primary camera has improved from the Poco F6, which was kind of very much average. I would say this is above average category. It may not be the best out there in this segment, but it is definitely improved over the Poco F6. Now the ultra wide, kind of very much average, nothing much to write about, because the 8 megapixel shooter can't take that kind of images, and the overall portrait experience also looks quite okay, and decent experience. I would say the low light quality was also kind of acceptable, even though it might not be the best out there. The selfie camera also did a decent job, I would say. So overall in terms of the camera experience, I would say it's above average category. It's definitely not a great experience, but improved from the Poco F6. Now the rear camera can do 4K 60 FPS, while the front camera can do only 1080p resolution. So that's one of the downsides, I would say, but not a major concern. But if you are more into selfies, selfie video, then that would be a concern actually. So that was the camera experience. So overall, I would say it's improved, but definitely not class leading. So that was the camera experience. Now let's move on to the battery life. 7550 milliampere battery with 90 watt charging. So that's one of the highlights of the device. Massive capacity battery, and you get 90 watt charging. So charging speeds, we have already done the video, so you can check out that video. We have in fact done the battery battery drain as well, so you can also check out that video as well. Now the battery performance is very good actually. You can easily get around somewhere around 11 to 12 hours of screen on time. Somewhere any kind of work you do, you will definitely get about 10 hours of screen on time. That's kind of the massive battery offer. So it's very good in terms of optimization, and the battery life is also stellar. So 10 plus or 11 plus hours of easily screen on time you can get with the Poco F. Again, it depends upon usage. Sometimes you might even get more battery life. So that's the battery performance. It's a stellar battery on the Poco F7. So that was my in-depth review of the Poco F7 after using for 30 days. Now, what are the pros and cons? Now, let's first look at the pros. Now, the pros: excellent design and build quality, massive improvement in terms of build quality, IP68, IP69 rating, good display experience, smooth HyperOS performance, then exceptional performance, and then great battery life and charging speed as well. Now, the downside: obviously the cameras. Now the cameras have improved, but still not class leading. Obviously this is a performance oriented device. You can't expect everything out of a performance oriented device. So there is a compromise. That's probably the camera. I would say cameras aren't bad by any means, but they are not class leading as well. So if you are a casual user, you should be able to work with this camera. But then if you want the best camera out there, this is definitely not the one to choose. But this is a performance powerhouse, and if you are more into gaming, definitely this is the great experience. And secondly, the ultra wide angle camera needs an improvement. That's, I would say, it's not a great experience overall. So that was my detailed review of the Poco F7. So what do you guys think about this device? Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Now the device is priced at 29,999 for the 12,256 variant. Now other devices are offered at 8GB RAM. This is offered at 12,256 for 29,999 with card offers. So that's, I would say, stellar deal for this device. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.